are tuned in to your dose of positivity. Shout out to all my channel members. If you want to gain further support, join my channel membership. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, motivators, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here. I decided to do a little bit of a pop up live for you guys. How are you? I'm one foot in front of the other, one moment to moment. Those of you who've read my community tab already know the deal and how I'm doing today, but one day at a time, one moment at a time, and just learning to be reasonable. So thank you to everybody who's here and is supporting me and tuning in to this live, and those who are watching on the replay. Thank you so much for supporting Marlene Motivates channel. Today I wanted to talk about this. Hey Jackie, thank you so much for coming over. This title is intriguing. Oh, thank you. I wanted to talk about expectations, because there's a lot of things that we do in our life, right, that we should not do. A lot of things that we expect that we shouldn't, and I want to have this conversation. So first of all, I want to say, let me pull up my little tabs here. Okay. Today's title and topic is managing your expectations. So the first thing that we have to say, what expectations do you have? What do you expect from others? We have to start there, because that can be one of the reasons why we get into this a demise, or we can feel so sad, or we can be so stuck, is because we are expecting things from others that they cannot provide for us, that they cannot give to us. So it's like we already are setting ourselves up to fail. And nobody wants to fail. I know I don't want to fail. I don't want you to fail. But we do it sometimes. We expect certain things from friends, from relatives, from a job, from certain individuals, just because we do. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Yes, it's important to expect, it's very important to expect to be respected, There's certain normal things you expect to be respected, that people will be honest with you, that people will just be grateful. Those are just normal everyday things. But I mean beyond that, beyond the normal day-to-day things. What are some of the things that you expect from others? And let's be honest, I can say for myself, I had a very unreasonable expectations. And here is one. Here is an expectation that is very not good for us. Some of us may expect for people we care about to support you at all times, and that is unreasonable. Nobody can support anybody all the time because people have lives, people have responsibilities, and certain things going on. So that's why I wanted to talk about managing your expectations, because we may sometimes expect certain things and it does not make sense. So I have to remember to go back and balance myself sometimes, in thinking that every single thing that I have going on, expecting support from certain individuals in my life, and they can't. We can't expect everybody to support us all the time. They can't, they won't. And then when that happens, then you will feel kind of downhearted, or you'll be saying they don't care about me, or I'm not important to them. Well, that's not, it's furthest from the truth. We have to manage our expectations of what other people can do for us. See, that's a very important thing, because we're all about mindset shifting, being positive, knowing our worth and all of those things, and being a mature adult. We're not just adults over here, we're mature adults. So we're working on managing our expectations, manage what you expect from others. And one thing that you cannot expect from another person is for them to support you all the time. you know we have to know better. We have to know that it just can happen. Jackie says, I expect to be treated with the same respect that I give others, without judgment. And that's reasonable, Jackie. That's something that's very reasonable. You're not expecting more than a person can do or give. You're expecting respect. But the whole thing about it is that many times we are expecting things from people that they cannot give to us. We want them to give us certain things, but they can't. So here is this point, which I think is a very important one. You know, some people in our lives, we expect more from them than other people. And I will say that most of the time it's your family, it's your spouse or significant other, and you expecting them to do certain things for you, or not just expecting that they do certain things, but actually, I can say, if I'm going to be completely honest and transparent, we expect for them to know exactly what we need without communicating our needs and our wants, our desires, when we were disappointed. One thing about being a mature adult, we have to manage our expectations, and for others to be able to give us the things that we deserve, we have to be open and say, I need this, and this. Can you do that for me? Not just saying, because I know I've done it. I'm completely honest. We've been in a relationship for how long, and you don't know what I want and what I need, or your siblings. You're my brother or sister. How do you not know what I want? And just because you could be in a relationship with somebody or know somebody your whole life, that doesn't mean they know what is important to you. If you don't tell somebody it's important that you call me every day, it's important that you text me every evening to know that you got home, whatever it is for you, because every single person is different. So that's what I mean about managing expectations. We can't expect for people to read our mind. Oh, they want this, or oh, they will automatically know I need this. that's not the case. And then on top of that, you expect things, you get disappointed, and then when you tell them that they didn't do whatever, they get upset. And then that adds more pain and hurt. So to avoid all of this disruption and a break in your, in your all of this drama from even beginning, speak out and communicate. I need this, this, and this. Can you provide that? Can you do that? Can you afford it? Can you do this or that? When we do that, we show that we respect not only ourselves, but we also show maturity and communicate. I understand that not everybody communicates the same way, but one person has to put forth the effort if you are expecting the same thing from others. So we're not going to expect things from others that they can't provide. That's another part of this very important conversation. Let's see what I missed. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Happy Thursday to you. Hey, Shanti. Yes, I'm sure you're very busy, and I do appreciate you coming in to support me and this discussion. Thank you very much. And one thing, like I was saying, is we have to stop expecting us from another person. And that's what I mean when I say managing your expectations. We have to stop expecting for people to act like we act, or to have the reaction that we would have, or to expect the treatment that we would give from other people. And that's what I mean in talking about managing your expectations, because for many, many years, many years, I put out there, I expecting my parents, my siblings, my friends, everybody that I knew, that they knew exactly what I wanted, exactly what I needed. And then when they didn't show up for me like I wanted, now I was upset. And then I had an attitude. And then I'm coming at them in a weird way because I didn't manage my expectations, because I failed to communicate. That's called failure to launch. We can't expect for people to read our minds and to know what we're going through and dealing with. Hi, Quinn's Chronicles. How are you doing? Welcome. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day. Nate says, you're welcome. How are you? Honestly, Nate, I'm not really sure today. I'm trying to put on a happy face. I'm trying to, just get through today. I'll say this very quickly, but today is the anniversary of my mom and my brother passing. And I'm just trying to keep myself busy all day. I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I booked a lot of appointments. I'm going to go and hang out with some friends today. I'm going to keep myself busy the whole day through, because for me, I know myself. And that's what I mean when I talk about managing your expectations. I know how I could be. I know that when the tears fall, they're going to be falling for quite a while. So keeping my body going, booking appointments, trying my best to be out there and not be in the house, feeling sorry for myself, or spending the whole day like I did last year, looking through pictures and crying all day. I was like, nope, we're not doing that. I was like, I'm going to do a few live streams, and then I'm going to go out and I'm going to enjoy life, because I believe that that's what my brother and my mom would want. So yeah, all of those things. So I do thank you for asking, Nate. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love you too, Shanti. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. This is the Ashley season. I'm sure. Okay, everybody, let's get back into, talking about this, because I do think that it's very important to talk about, not expecting us from other people, not expecting other people to show up like we show up, not expecting people to be as loving, as kind, as patient, as understanding as we are. And that's the thing about life. And what I've learned in my maturity is that we can't expect for people to be something that they're not. They're not us. They haven't had our experiences. They don't have our personality. They don't process things the same, because every single person is different. Okay. Every single person is different. So that's what I mean in talking about managing your expectations. And I wanted to have this conversation because I think that it's important as mature, grown, motivated women and men who know their worth and love themselves to not allow ourselves to get upset or to get down or to have feel some sort of loss in expecting certain things, and then when we don't receive it, getting all mad, bent out of shape, having an attitude, wanting to block people. How come you didn't show up, or how come you didn't do this? But we have to manage our expectations. And how did we show up? Did we tell them? Did we communicate? Did we do what we needed to do on our side? And I feel that I've known my personal growth. I know that I've really stepped into the mature part of my life, is because before I used to expect me from other people, from my siblings, from who I was in a relationship with. And we can't expect for people to be us. They're themselves. We have to let people be who they are. And that has helped me so much. It's helped me so much in life, in maintaining my peace of mind, maintaining my joy, is that all I can expect is for people to be themselves. And that's helped me in not expecting for people to do what I do, or show up as kindly or as sweet or as understanding or bent over backwards the same way that I do. So that's just a little side note for you, all of you motivators, to don't expect you from them. Yes, Shanti. Take your device. Let's see. And Jackie says, people will only treat us how we allow them to treat us. And that's a thing that I didn't understand before either, Jackie. I used to just think that people would change, and people won't change. Nobody will change unless they want to, even no matter how much you can tell them how you feel, how much it hurts you, until a person wants to mature, until a person wants to make changes and do the right thing, and until a person wants to love themselves, they're not going to love you. I learned that was a life lesson for me, that nobody is going to love me like I love myself. I had to love myself first and stop expecting for other people to fill in the spaces where I needed love. If you show up loving yourself, if you show up as your own friend, if you show up doing everything that you need to do for yourself, when other people give you love and kindness and support and compassion, it's nice and everything, but it's not something you need because you filled up your own cup. And I think that is something highly important to say to you motivators, because we give out of an empty cup. Like, you have nothing to give, but you're wearing out yourself, showing up for people, doing this for them and doing that for them when you needed to say no. So that's what I mean about managing your expectations. Some people will never say you're tired or you're busy, or say it's okay, you don't have to. They'll keep taking and taking and taking from you. You have to manage your expectations for yourself too. I expect that when I'm tired, that it's okay, that I can rest. So it's not just other people that we're expecting to manage expectations, it's ourselves. I have to listen to my own self, my own voice in my head that says, it's okay that you're tired. It's okay that you can't show up. It's okay that you can't give money, and to not feel guilty about it. I will not apologize that I love myself enough to get rest, that I deserve to fill up my cup, that I deserve to do nice things for myself and for my hard work. I don't apologize for those things. I used to. I used to feel guilty that I wanted to spend a day by myself or pamper myself or do whatever it is. I work hard and I deserve to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about managing your expectations. Remember, first you got to manage what you expect of yourself and what you're choosing to show up as and what you're choosing to be. And then when it comes to others, you are already filled up on the inside. You're already loving yourself. You've worked on your emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, and financial health. So when you show up for others, you're already filled up. You're actually overflowing. One thing that my mentor told me, and it helped me a lot, when she told me, don't give out of your cup. You only give when you're overflowing, like when when you have something to give, but don't show up when you barely have anything, and then later on you lose, like not being able to pay your bills on time or messing up your credit. It's certain things. She really schooled me in that aspect. Stop giving out of your cup, but give out of your abundance. Make sure you're filled up. Make sure you're whole, you're okay here and in your spirit, so that when you give to others, you give out of your desire, your want to give back to others. And that was a big life lesson for me, and helping me to be balanced and focused as a grown, mature woman. Hey, OG Bran, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Yes. Shanti says, yes, that part. I expect people to be nice and genuine like me, but that's not how it works, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I learned the hard way too, Shanti, and I'm sure many of you have as well. That's what I mean about managing your expectations. When I show up kind and sweet to other people, understanding, compassionate, because that's just my personality. That's just who I am. But also, I have to balance that too. Yes, I can be kind, I can be sweet, but my sweetness and my niceness has limits, because I expect other people to do what they're supposed to do as well. I'm not going to cover you and do everything that you should be doing for yourself because you made a poor decision. Don't expect for me to fix it for you. Okay? I don't do that. I've learned, I've matured, I've grown into the woman that says, no, I'm not going to do that. You need to take care of your own business. I stopped picking up other people's problems and making them my own. That was about 1 year in therapy that it took me to get that lesson. Stop picking up other people's problems, other people's drama, and involving myself in the middle of it. And this has nothing to do with me. I was like, nope, give people back their problems, give people back their business. That's a lesson. Yes. Yes, Quinn. Thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate it. And Shanti said 100. Yes. I know. I know. Yes. Yeah, it's facts. It is. Let's see what else I missed. I'm still apologizing, but I'm going to do better. You know what helped me with that, Shanti, and apologizing for other people? My apologizing was because we feel that if we don't show up for people, who is going to do it? So I went about writing down things that were reasonable and attainable for me, because we're talking about managing your expectations. Set aside a reasonable amount of things that you do for people. And I'm telling you, you probably need to cut that in half, because most of the time we we try to do more, we try to please people more than we should, you know, and we have to stop that. So I put down a list of things that I do for others, and then I had to start crossing out some things because that's the reason why you're so tired. That's why you're so frustrated. That's why you're probably not getting your health the way that you want to, or getting the exercise. Because if I had to learn how to love myself, that was a whole nother year in therapy too, by the way. Learning how to love yourself is a whole nother topic for another day, but we'll get into that on another day. But I had to learn how to love me. And when I learned how to love me, I don't apologize, because when I take care of me, I feel good. I feel good here. I feel good in my body. I feel good in my spirit. And that way I can give back to others. So if I'm feeling like low, my energy is low, my mindset, or my whatever, I'm feeling some type of way, I'm not coping very well with the day, I know that it's my time to step back because I love myself. That's what I learned. Even though people say all the time they love themselves, but you have to love yourself enough to have courage enough to say, I love you, but I love me more. I learned that in therapy, learning to find my voice to speak up for myself when I need to. I love you, but not as much as I love me. Not as much as I love me. Mm-mm. And when you learn it, you learn it. When you learn that, you learn it. The minute you let yourself go and be free, you will definitely be feeling better. You will. Yeah, that's it. I feel like if I don't help, who will? But you know what, Shanti, you know what helped me with that? When you stop, guess what? It's going to get done. It will. I promise you, because is it an appropriate word to say a control freak? I don't know, but I feel like it is. I was a control freak because I want things to be how I want it to be. And I had to learn to take my hands off of the reins of trying to control how the house looked, how other people wanted things to be, and let it be, how they want it to be. If they want to keep their room a mess, that's not my business. Let them keep their room a mess. Or if they wanted to whatever, not eat, that's not my problem. I had to learn to stop trying to control how other people are doing and what they're not doing. And you have to set out some chores for your family. And if they don't do it, that's not your problem. That's the only way that they're going to learn, because either you teach them now or they're going to struggle later. You have to teach them how to be independent and take care of themselves. You have to. And just start small by stop emptying the garbage, stop doing people's laundry, small things like that. You need to do that for yourself, and tell them, this is the last week I'm doing your laundry, this is the last week I'm doing whatever it is, and then stop. And you know how you won't be able to do it? The time when you probably were going to do the laundry, Shanti, or anybody who needs this message, I get myself busy. So the time where I was going to spend to do laundry and folding or doing whatever it is that person didn't do, I make an appointment. I probably will go and get my nails done or my hair done, or go by the park, do something to pour into myself. It's just a suggestion. Yes, just started back exercising. I'm working on my overall happiness. Yeah. You have to learn to have your own life. And that's one of the things about managing your expectations that I learned about myself is I forget where I read it, but I read it somewhere in one of these books because I'm an avid book reader. And it said that I have to learn how to love me, right? And we're talking about that. We have to learn how to love ourselves. And nobody's going to love me like I love myself. So get busy and prove it. Get busy and prove it. And I had found that I was not proving my love to myself. Like, when's the last time you took care of your teeth and your hair and your skin and your this and your fitness and go out and have fun with friends. And I don't mean with your family, I mean your own life. That's one thing I had to learn for myself in managing my expectations. My life was focused around what my family was doing. And I had to learn that it's okay for me to have my own life that doesn't involve my significant other. It doesn't involve my siblings. It doesn't involve a friend. This is me. This is my time. And this is usually my time also that I connect spiritually. It's my time for meditation. It's my time for prayer. It's my time for all of those things because I have to fill up my cup. And for me, my faith is what helps me to connect and to feel okay. So I book my appointments when I'm like, oh, and I look and I see a big pile of laundry and I bite my tongue because I just want to run in there and put the clothes in there and start doing it. But I can't do that because when you do that, you know what my favorite saying, what I'm going to say, you enable to disable. We enable people in our lives and then we disable them because when they don't do it, they don't know how to function. They don't know how to do things on their own. So you mean to help them, but we wind up hurting them. So I got to step back. I got to let them clean their own room. I got to let them do their own laundry and cook some food or make their own sandwich. But I got to take care of me. And when you take care of yourself, you're going to be able to take care of them. That's real talk. You really will. Let's see. Shanti says, yes, I remember hearing you say that before and it stuck with me. Yesterday at home, I told them I'm not washing those dishes again. Y'all keep leaving them in here. They're going to sit and let them sit. You know what helped me with that? You guys are going to think it's so silly and funny, but I went and bought my own little dish set and I will bring my dish from my room. I wash my dish and I take it, bring it back in my room, dry it and bring it back in my room. If you guys want to have dirty dishes in the sink, in the kitchen, you don't want to empty the garbage, you just got to bite your tongue and walk away. You really do. Hey, Realist One, how are you doing? Appreciate you being here. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much. Yes, because I have plenty of things I can do. I can edit instead of me trying to do everything. And, also with that, Shanti, what will help probably is if you do some editing. I do my editing at another place, another location. You take your computer, go over to Starbucks. Take your computer and go somewhere else. Maybe by the water or wherever, somewhere else. Go to the library. Go and edit at the library. At least you won't be at home and you can be able to think and have your own me time because sometimes when we're at home, you get interrupted, and never get to do the things that you want to do for yourself. Yes. Good morning, Miss T. How are you doing? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. Yes. Yeah, that's what I do. And some people say that's petty. I don't know, but it works for me. Because when I'm trying to do things, I feel that no matter if I ask my relatives, ask my family can you be quiet? I'm working on something. They don't respect my boundaries. And I had to learn that's a part of managing my own expectations because when I ask for certain things, I don't ask for much. Can you be quiet for a half an hour? And if you can't be quiet for half an hour, I'm going to pack up my laptop, my everything I want, make myself a drink, and I'm heading to the library. And then I go and get myself one of those private rooms at the library, and I'm there editing because I respect myself. And you have to show people. I mean what I say when I said that. And I'll tell them, I asked you if you could be quiet for half an hour. And because you can't, I'm leaving. You guys can make your own dinner tonight. I'm not the one. You have to show them. You can't just tell people when they upset you. You have to prove it. It's like you're on your own tonight. I'm not the one. Yes. Yep. I know. That's what I'm trying to say, Shanti. Being at home, it's a blessing and it's also a curse because most of the time our relatives don't respect our boundaries. But when you show them, either I can be at home and do what I'm supposed to do, or I can leave and do what I'm supposed to do. But it's not optional. I'm still going to do what I'm supposed to do. And here's another one: managing your expectations. We can't expect people to, oh, I did this one already. Okay. Okay. This is a big one in managing your expectations. You cannot expect people to encourage you and they're discouraged. How can they give encouragement to you when they are discouraged? It's about meeting people where they are. Yes, you may want encouragement, but you have to manage your expectations. You have to have the right people to encourage you. You don't want it. You can't want and expect that from a person who is negative or hasn't worked on themselves, don't care about anybody else, a person who's selfish. See, that's another thing. We're expecting us from them. You may be a person that's very encouraging and positive and giving back and supportive, but if they are not that sort of person, how can we expect that from them? It won't happen, and people won't change. We can't expect for people to give us to them. We can't expect it, but sometimes we do. And that's why I had to learn to shift, that mindset shift. Stop expecting what they can't give. They can't give it. They don't possess it. Maybe that's not their quality. That's not their personality. So you got to find, if you need encouragement, I will tell anybody, I tell people all the time, it's the reason why I can maintain my positivity. It's the reason why I get so many things accomplished and done, how I can hustle, how I can have a business, a family life, a job, 5 YouTube channels. How I can do all of it is because number one, time management. Number two, having a positive support system. And number three, having a mentor and accountability partners. If I cannot get encouragement from who is in front of my face, I am the one that has to be responsible to seek them for myself. If you're feeling some type of way, we can't expect for people to give us what they don't possess. So I had to learn for myself. I got to go and find a mentor, a counselor, a life coach, a therapist. I had to do that for me because I love myself. And that's going to be different for each person. But I know that's what I needed. I know that I have my many times where I feel very discouraged, very sad, I want to throw in the towel, I want to give up. But when I have my mentor, all I do is call my mentor. I'm feeling this, this, and this. And then she tells me the words that I need to hear. You're great at what you do. You're almost there. You're on the precipice of success. Keep going. I believe in you. Take a break, rest. And she'll ask me, have you eaten today? Did you drink water? Those are the things that I need to hear because most of the time I have not. So if you can't get what you need from the people who are around you, you got to find the people who will feed you that information, who will give you the support, who will give you the encouragement. You can't expect the people who don't know how to love themselves, who don't know how to be anything but selfish, to give you encouragement. That's unreasonable. That's what I mean, managing your expectations, and stop expecting what someone can't give you. Okay. Okay. Next thing you know, it's 11 p.m. and you're exhausted. I know. I know all of it. Listen, I've been there and I've done it. And that's one of the reasons why I for myself, I cannot say what you all should do because you each are mature adults. But I give my tips because I was always in this state of, why can't I start things and finish it? Avid procrastination, very discouraged, going through so many issues, financial, all of this. But when you get the right people in your life, get yourself a financial advisor. I got myself a mentor. I got myself a counselor. I got myself a life coach. And my life started shifting. Everything started shifting. My health, my mindset, my attitude, everything. My life, everything started prospering. I became more accountable. Joy became mine because there's no way I would be able to be on this app today if I didn't have a great mentor, because yesterday she already prepared me for today. How are we doing today? How do you think tomorrow is going to go? Are you feeling sad? All of that. Like she helps me in a way that I don't know. She's just an awesome and amazing person. She fills up my empty spaces, like she foresees issues, like what may happen, and then she prepares me. Okay. And what are you going to do? And what's next? And what will your day be? And if that doesn't work out, and what if you start crying, what are you going to do next? Yeah, that's managing your expectations. And because of her, I'm able to be my best self. Because of her, I'm able to be my best self, and I'm very grateful for her. All of that on top of having ADHD, it's tough. I make it look easy. You do make it look easy, but I think all of us, it's not just you, Shanti, all of us can do better. And for me, I had to come to a space in my life where I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, Marlene, it's okay if you can't do everything. It's okay. You don't have to be superwoman. You don't have to be everybody's savior. Okay? It's okay. Ask for help. Delegate. Step back, take your hands off of it. Take your hands off of the control wheel. Take your hands off being a helicopter parent. Take your hands off of it. And, as my mentor say, sit your tail down. Relax and put your feet up. You have got to take care of you. You got to take care of you so that you can take care of others. I say it all the time. Put on your own oxygen mask. Nobody is going to tell you to save yourself. And I hate to go into this space of negativity, but I feel like it's very important. Nobody is going to tell you you need to breathe more. Only you know that. Only you know when you're drowning. Only you know when you're sinking, when you're suffocating, when you don't feel your best, when you're not mentally stable. Okay? You know that. You know that. And I'm hoping for you, Shanti, and I'm praying for you. Yes. I'm glad you like that, Jackie. Hello on my 15-minute break will be in the background. Thank you so much, Maria. I hope you're having a great day. You made me cry at work, but I'm smiling now. Sit your butt down, Shanti, okay? Listen, my mentor, she'll tell me, she'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, And she's like, have you eaten today? How much water did you drink? Did you go for a walk? And I'm like, no, no, and no. She said, well, first, go get your water. Then go get your breakfast. And then go for your walk. You got to take care of yourself. I'm sending positivity. I'm sending positive vibes, positive energy. But, when we talk about managing our expectations, we have to love ourselves. And I want you to do the same thing for you. You got to love yourself. And it's one of the reasons why I had to talk about this today before I get busy and get my own little butt up and put on my exercise clothes and my sneakers and go for my daily walk. It's good for my thinking. It's good for, having a change of, not being in the house, not being stressed out. I do it for when I exercise, it helps my mental health. And when I'm there moving and walking, I'm able to think about me for a moment and not just think about everything, the issues that's on the inside. I give myself a time take a deep breath. And these are the times where during my walks, I listen to, this is going to sound weird to some of you, but it works for Marlene. I made a recording on my phone and I put on my headset and I speak affirmations over myself and my life while I'm walking. Um, you're a good woman. You give to others. You have the possibility of success. Keep doing your best. You're a good friend, but it's okay to rest. Learn to love yourself more. Take your breaks. Did you drink your water? I that helped me so much. My mentor gave me that idea for you to, when you have your alone time, whenever that time is, to listen to some things that you either need to affirm within yourself, or you need to encourage yourself, like affirm your worth, affirm that you can do great things, that you can make changes, that you're doing a great job, and also affirm that it's okay to take a break. And I tell myself, take a deep breath. You're awesome. You're an amazing woman. You give to so many people. It's okay to give to yourself. And I say, okay, I know that. I know. But yeah, all of those things. Shanti is laughing. Oh my God, the little dog picks on the blue heeler. And I'm like, hello, you better quit it. My mom tried to get her out. Oh, wow, Maria. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we have the right to love ourselves. I remember my therapist told me that, and it was like almost 6 months she was pounding that in my head when I was going to therapy. And that's why I make that my mantra. So I don't know who needs to hear it, but I hope every single one of you, ladies and gentlemen, have made a mantra for your life. And my mantra is, I have the divine right to be successful. And it's anything that disrupts it, you're stopping my right. I feel like it is my right from above, from the universe. I have the right to be successful. And anything that is going to stop my peace, stop my joy, stop my, my goals, stop me from having the things that I want and need, it is stopping me from being my best self. So because I know that I have the divine right to be successful, it means I'm going to do everything that I need to be successful. So it means I'm going to be accountable. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to take breaks. I'm going to take my own, what I call them solo dates, where I do everything for me. I'm not waiting for anybody in a relationship. I'm not waiting for a friend, a family member. I celebrate myself. I throw my own self a party. I know that people will say, Marlene, you are crazy, but I throw myself a party probably 2 to 3 times a year because I celebrate myself. I'm not waiting for somebody to say, Marlene, you're doing amazing. I'm proud of you. I do that for myself. I buy myself the balloons. I put on a hat and I blow the little thing. Woohoo! And I say, you're awesome. I'm so proud of I celebrate my personal growth. I celebrate my achievements in life, in my business, in my relationships. I celebrate my personal growth, because until we believe we're a success and we treat ourselves like a success, will we have it? Probably not. But because I know that I work hard, I give myself the opportunity to celebrate me. It's not for everybody, but it is for me. I love to have my celebrations every season. Yes, I've been walking again all this week and it feels good, doesn't it? It feels so good. Yes, we don't want to look like it, but it's all good. We want you to be good. Yes, we do. We want everybody to be good. Oh, that sounds great. Okay. I told one of my friends and she told me that I was super weird. So it's not for everybody. Good morning, Miss Eunice. How are you doing? Welcome. I hope all is well. one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, right? That's what we're doing today. Yeah, you love that? Awesome. Okay, I think I have 2 more points. Okay, let's see what we have next. So, we're talking about managing your expectations. So, it means that it's very important to listen to you and to not just hear. So, certain people that we have in our life, it's very important to have people that will listen to us and not just hear what we have to say. And not everybody's going to be so excited about certain things because of the work that I do in my business, in my YouTube. Not everybody's going to be excited and on board about it, but it's very important to have people in your life that not only hear you, but they listen, you know, and you can bounce off ideas and they're going to be supportive of that. It's so important to have people in your life that you're not just talking to on deaf ears, that you're just saying something and they go, huh? Like what? What did you just say? Or they have like zero enthusiasm about certain topics. So I learned in managing my expectations to not tell people who don't care about certain things. Like I stopped trying to force people to be as excited about certain things as I am. That's why I have people that I talk YouTube stuff about. I have people that talk about my business with. I have my financial people that I talk about my money and finances and portfolios and all of those things. I have my people that I read and I get motivation and exercise and all those things. I have my health people who I talk about, about what I eat and all those things. And you guys who don't know, I'm also an esthetician. So I have those people that I talk about, skincare and all of those things with, because for me, it's reasonable. I can't expect for people to get excited about the latest and newest skin plumper or under eye bag cream and, or what it helps your lashes to grow. Not everybody's going to be excited about those things. So I had to learn to manage my expectations and stop expecting for people to care about what I care about, because those people will only hear you. And I'm the type of person, I need someone to listen and to say, oh, that's awesome. That's great. So there's certain people that I tell certain things, and certain people I stop telling them those things because they don't care. It's not important to them. And I stopped being upset about it, stop expecting them to be on board with it, and finding people who already do. There are people who are going to be excited for you and cheer you for whatever it is. I can't expect for my people that I get involved with financial portfolios to be excited about what I'm eating and dieting, because that's not their thing. So for me, managing my expectations is learning to have various type of people in my life that's what they do, that's what they're good at, that's how they support well in that aspect. So I keep those things separate. That was a way of me managing my expectations effectively, not expecting something from somebody that they can't give, or stop expecting for people to like what I like, you know, because there's going to be people who are just, they don't want to listen to that because that's not important to them. So I pay attention. I look at their body language. Do they like it? Do they not like it? Or are they on their phone, like pretending to be there, but they really want to disappear? Pay attention to all of those things and manage your expectations, whether it's your work, your children, your spouse, significant other, your friends, your children, your whoever in your life, and find the people who do good at listening to whatever it is that's important, and have different source of people in your life for different things. That has been monumental in my elevation and my peace in my life. I can't expect certain things from people that don't care about it. They can only give you what they have to give you. All of that. I'm doing amazing. Awesome. Hey, Wellness, how are you doing? Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Happy Thursday. And I have one more point, everybody, two more. So managing your expectations. Um, this is very important. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. We can't expect for people to be mind readers. We were talking about that at the top of this discussion. We can't expect for people to communicate the way that we communicate because not everybody communicates effectively. Some people, they communicate through, face to face. Some people are email people. There's more than one way to communicate. Some people are texting people, but it's important for however a person communicates, let them communicate in their way instead of trying to force them to communicate how we want them to communicate. It's all about releasing those reins of control and letting people be who they are. That helped me so much in managing my expectations. I had to learn that there's certain people who are morning people, there's certain people who are night people. I only can call them or talk to them during those times and stop trying to force something. Okay, just because I'm up and I'm awake and I'm ready and I'm excited, it doesn't mean that I can call that night person because they're not going to be on board with me because they're a night person. So it's about that separation and learning and being mature enough to see things and not being upset because they don't want to talk to us when we want them to talk to us. Got to let go of that control and allow people to be who they are and not who we want them to be. So communicating effectively is so important as we mature, as we grow, as we elevate in our life, in our mind, our body, and our spirit. You have to tell people what you're going through, what you're dealing with, and all of those things, and not expect for them to know. And we don't expect for people to understand, but we do need to communicate what we expect from them. We need to communicate boundaries. This is what I expect from you, and this is what I don't. And if you cross the line of the boundaries that I have put in place, I'm going to give you one warning, and then after that I'm going to back away from you, and after that I'm going to block you. I give people an opportunity, but after that you cut them off. Okay. But we can't expect for people to know and to understand what we're dealing with and going through until we speak up for ourselves. When we do that, we protect ourselves, we protect our mental health, we protect our finances, we protect our physical health, and we just feel better and we think better because we know we've said exactly what it is. Yeah, all of those things. So. Yeah, you're just working and lurking wellness. Thank you for being here. Yeah, communication is so important. It really is. I always say, I don't expect me from other people. Me too. Me too, Jackie. Yes, that's right. We have to stop expecting us from other people. And we are on the last point, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging in there for this all 7 of these points. And number 7, manage your expectations. To change what may irritate you or annoy you. We can't expect other people know know what we're dealing with, what we're going through, whatever. You have a headache, you're annoyed, you're going through whatever. But we can't expect for people to change because we're irritated or annoyed by whatever it is. If you are irritated or annoyed by something, have enough courage to walk away. Okay. That's managing your expectations. And I know that I do that in business and on the job. People who irritate me, I just change scenery. Certain people I don't want to talk to if they're irritating or they're annoying. I choose to have enough courage to walk away and not to make my own self miserable. See, that's managing your own expectations, is foreseeing that there's going to be a problem. I know if I stay around you for a little bit longer, I'm going to pop off and I may cuss you out. Okay. Knowing myself and my mouth, I may cuss you out because I know if I'm irritated or if I'm annoyed by you, if I've said something to you and you're constantly doing whatever you want to do, I'm going to get annoyed. So for me, the best thing is for me to back up and walk away and be mature and all of those things. But it's very important for us to not expect for people to change to become what we need. That helped me so much in learning about managing my expectations. We can't expect for people to change their whole personality and be somebody other than they are. I had to learn that the people who irritate me or annoy me, even after I've told them that what they're doing has annoyed me, have enough courage to walk away. Leave them alone. Okay? Stop surrounding yourself by these people. Okay? Don't expect for people to change. And I put a lot of time into expecting people to change in romantic relationship, in friendships, with your relatives. We expect for them to change because whatever they're doing is irritating or annoying us. And we can't expect that. Manage your expectations. If you know certain people are irritating or annoying, and sometimes some people are irritating and annoying on purpose because they know it gets under your skin, and some people like to get under your skin that way. So when you see that people are that way, and instead of you expecting them to change, all you do is you change the scenery and walk away. That's the best thing that you can do. Yes, yes. So exactly, leave them alone. So great topic and discussion, everybody. I Great topic and discussion, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's show, even though it was a pop-up. I definitely enjoyed it. Everybody, manage your expectations. Do your best. Be your best. Be encouraged. You know what I say over here on Marlene Motivates? Just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. And shout out to all my channel members. On Friday, we are doing tomorrow. On tomorrow, for the members, we're doing a book club. We're starting a new book. And on Saturday, for members only, we are doing an empowerment conference. So I look forward to seeing all of you channel members on Friday and on Saturday, and everybody else in the public, to all of my wonderful subscribers, my motivated subscribers. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all back in the public on Monday. No, on Monday. No, tomorrow. I don't know what time because I got a few appointments, but I'll see you guys back on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Relationship Friday, so we'll be talking about some relationship issue. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it and be it, and live your best life.
I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah. Whoa.